Hello students, today we are going to start with first unit of this course, that is Introduction to Artificial Intelligence. In this unit, we are going to cover the topics, that is what is AI, means definitions of artificial intelligence, then AI and related fields, the number of fields which are related with artificial intelligence, and artificial intelligence techniques. Artificial intelligence is the development of computer systems that are able to perform the tasks that would require human intelligence. The example of these tasks are like visual perception, speech recognition, decision making, and transitions between the languages. Okay. The another definition is artificial intelligence is the study of how to make computers do things which at moment people do better. Means how the machine can react or machine can handle the task which people can or a human being can handle or do. The artificial intelligence is actually an approach to make a computer or a robot or a product to think how smart human think. Means they try to think like a human. Okay, this study actually outputs the intelligent software system. And the aim of artificial intelligence is to improve the computer functions which are related to human knowledge. For example, reasoning, learning, and problem solving. This is the way human can solve the problem. Okay, and then how, or the same way how the machine also can use this to solve the problem. That is what the artificial intelligence is. Now we see some examples of artificial intelligence. In that, first is manufacturing robots. The manufacturing robots are actually evolution of manufacturing industry, and it is by using artificial intelligence. This is actually used to minimize the human workforce and to improve the efficiency and simplicity, or to simplify the whole manufacturing system. More than one person can require to manage a particular task. Suppose with the implementation of AI-based robots, now one robot or bot per task system is sufficient. Here we will see the role of artificial intelligence and robotics that is playing in a manufacturing industry. There are a number of examples also of robot. In that, I think you know some, like the name, that is Sophia. The Hanson, which is created the Sophia, is an incredibly advanced social learning robot. Through AI, the Sophia can efficiently communicate with the natural language and use the facial expressions to convey the human-like emotions. It is very useful. Okay. Actually, the Sophia has become like a media celebrity also over the past few years. Okay. Now we go for the next, that is smart assistant. Now, an intelligent personal assistant which can help someone with the basic tasks. They often understand the natural languages. They can help with the things like creating meeting requests, report a sport score, sharing the weather forecast. The intelligent personal assistant have access to the large amount of information on a device or online, which enables them to perform a simple task, isn't it? So there are so many examples of that. In that, Siri is one example, Google Assistant is one example, Cortana, then Amazon Alexa that you all know, and other number of examples are out there for the smart assistant. Now, the next is example is proactive health management. Now, when it is related with healthcare, the artificial intelligence is proving to be a game changer role, improving virtually every aspect of industry, from robot assisted surgeries to safeguarding the private record against the any important related things. The healthcare has um, having number of operations or number of techniques which are used. A skillful technique can be managed by using artificial intelligence. So AI enables the virtual assistant, uh, which is reducing the unnecessary hospital visits, is also one of the application of it. Then the few examples are like in a proactive health management is to use the pager like, you can say, the component which is assessing or continuously taking the readings of blood pressure or sugar or related with that, and it can uh, monitor the health of a particular person. Okay. Now, plus to that, we have a disease mapping, which is same here. Then we have automated financial investing. Uh, AI and the finance industry are actually a very good match. The financial sectors releases or on accuracy. It is needs the accuracy, the real-time reporting, processing high voluminous or high quantity or qualitative data to make the decisions. So all areas intelligent machines excels in. So AI helps here in a finance industry to take efficient and accurate decisions at or in number of fields. It is rapidly implementing automation, chatbot, adaptive intelligence, algorithmic trading, and machine learning into the financial process. Okay. Next, you have is a virtual travel booking agent. Means it is a field that is travel and transportation. So artificial intelligence is now become a mega trend in a travel and transportation industries. As you all know, there are number of travel companies which are uses the number of apps that are very helpful for the travelers. Okay, so from making the travel manage arrangements to suggest the most efficient route, or AI making it easier to get around. So these things are empowered by artificial intelligence. Uh, More than 70% of the users claim they book the trip on their phones, review the travel tips, then research the local landmarks and restaurants. These are the things which are provided by the virtual travel assistant to plan their trips. So it is very much useful in a travel industry also. Okay. And plus to that, you have the examples like social media monitoring, inter-team chart tool, etc. Now we see early works in AI, that is history of AI. The development period from its origin has been divided into 9 phases with an interval of 5 years. And we start with the first time span, that is 1950 to 55. Here in this time span, the Alan Turing introduces a test which is called as the Turing test as a way of testing the machine's intelligence. The Turing test can check, can machine think, or can machine behave intelligently? Now, after that, the term artificial intelligence is coined by the John McAtee in the conference, and that conference is a very important conference which is organized by John McCarthy, who is called as father of artificial intelligence. And in this conference, they coined the term or the name to this field as artificial intelligence. Now, the next time span is from 1956 to 1961. The first year of this period actually gave rise to the terminology, that is artificial intelligence, and around this the Chomsky's grammar in natural language processing is developed. That is, the linguistic model processing is going to be the remarkable event of this time span. Now, the McCarthy make a very significant contribution, that is development of LISP, L-I-S-P, LISP, which is artificial intelligence programming language, which is used for knowledge representation and reasoning methods. Now, in this method, a program for automatic theorem proving was also developed. Now, the next time span is 1962 to 1967. Now, at the beginning of this period, the Frank Rosen proposed the concept of perception in the line of Widrow's concept for artificial neural network. It is a biological model to incorporate the computational rationality. Now, the same period, the general purpose logic reasoning methods are also developed, which is used as the language interpretation, or you can say the natural language interpretation of any subset languages. The next time span is 1968 to 1973. In this time span, some AI programs for practical use were developed. The first knowledge-based expert system, which is called as a Dendral, was developed in this time period. Next to that, the general problem solver is going to be written in information processing language. Actually, the early perceivers or memorizers was written the things or the programs in the information processing language, and this is raised rise to the machine learning theory, which is very much useful in the upcoming period. The next time span is 1974 to 1979. In this period, the most significant and widely used product in artificial intelligence was developed, that is mycin. It is a medical personnel which is called as Edward is going to develop this. It is a rule-based model which is called as a mycin, which is used for detection, diagnosis and treatment of antibacterial infection, which is very much useful in medical line. Plus to that, around in the same period, the planner was developed, which became very popular in USA, which is used for knowledge representation. Plus to that, the frame is one model which is used for knowledge representation. It's also developed in a same period. In this, this model treats the object as a frame and its parts as a slots and properties as attributes and arranged in a large hierarchical taxonomy. Okay. Then after that, the next time span is 1980 to 1985. This is one of the important time period or span for artificial intelligence. In this, the Prolog was developed. Actually, Prolog is a very important programming language of artificial intelligence. In a fifth generation computers, incorporating the artificial intelligence concepts and programming language Prolog was announced in this time span. And it is actually basis of statistical machines which is formulated the storage and optimization properties of neural network interconnections. Now in the same period, the expert system shell, which is called as eMycin, also developed. This is a rule-based diagnostic consultant which is based on Lisp, or it is the expert type of model is also used in this system. The next time span is from 1986 to 1991. In this period, the significant development occurred in artificial neural network model. The appearance of error backpropagation algorithms are going to be introduced in this period. The probabilistic reasoning methods in intelligent systems are also worked here. Plus to that, the speech processing and natural language processing, these concepts are also get introduced in this period. Now, the next period is 1992 to 1997. In this time span, the agent-based technology or multi-agent system is going to be introduced, which is in very or full swing. Now, in this technology, the concept of autonomous agent, which is capable of acting independently with rationality, is going to be introduced. Plus to that, this describes the concept of agent-based programming or agent-oriented programming is also there. Now, the next period is 1998 to 2003. In this time span, the formula augmented network that is FAN, was developed. It is a knowledge structure which enables the efficient reasoning and about potentially conflicting business rules. Plus to that, the heuristic search methods were devised for game playing, such as chess, then checkers, Rubik cubes, with the concept of MPC. This is very innovative, means AI search methodologies in game playing is going to be introduced in this time period. Now we see the related fields of artificial intelligence. In that, the first field is robotics. Robotics is a branch of artificial intelligence, and it is considered as a separate interdisciplinary field which is going to combine the concepts and techniques from artificial intelligence, then electrical or mechanical engineering, optical engineering, etc. In this, basically the robots are developed that can see, that can move around, that can perform the mechanical tasks, and that understands the human speech. Examples are given here, that is intelligent controls and autonomous exploration. The second field is psychology or cognitive science. These are actually the science which studies how the mind is going to separate, or how we behave, and how our brain is going to process the information. And for human being, the language is an important part of intelligence, and that can be comes under this. Much of their early work on the knowledge representation was tied to the language and was informed by the research into the linguistics. That is going to be converted, that knowledge is going to be converted from linguistic form. It is natural for us to try to use our understanding of how human brain is going to be lead to the intelligent behavior. Okay. Now, conversely, it makes sense to explore the properties of artificial system to test our hypothesis concerning the human system. Means we are going to concern it with the human system. Now, the next field is biology, or we also called it as a neuroscience. Now, as we know, our brain is made up of tens of billions of neurons, and each connected to hundreds or thousands of another neuron, isn't it? So each neuron is actually a simple processing device, just firing or not firing depending on the total amount of activity which is going to be fed into it. However, large networks of neurons are extremely powerful, or it is a extremely powerful computational device that can learn how best to operate. And the field of connectionism or neural network attempt to build the artificial systems which are based on simplified networks of simplified artificial neurons. So these neural networks work at a sub-symbolic level, whereas much of the conscious human reasoning appears to separate at a symbolic level. So here we are going to cover that. The next field is speech recognition. In a speech recognition, as we know, the translation of spoken words into the text, and it is also known as automatic speech recognition. The computer speech recognition is also comes under this. Now, while author use some trainings where an individual speaker is going to read sections of the text into speech recognition system, and this system analyzes the person's specific voice and use it to fine tune and recognition of that person's speech, resulting in more accurate transcriptions. So the examples for this are voice user interfaces such as voice dialing. Now, next is natural language processing. The natural language processing uh, allows a user to communicate with the computer in the natural languages. The computer can both understand and also can respond to the commands given in the natural language. So the natural language processing programs are going to seeks to analyze. They analyze the um, commands which are given in a natural languages. For example, the way the words are put into the together in a sequence and phrases, phrasal semantics, and derive the meaning of that distinct word within a sentence. That can be done under the natural language processing. For that, keyword analysis technique is used. In that, the patterns are going to be matched. The pattern matching technique is used that scans the text and looking for the words that has been programmed to recognize, and if that particular keyword is found, then the program is going to respond by manipulating the text to form the responsible or reasonable response. Okay, so this is natural language processing. Now the next field is planning. Now planning refers to the process of choosing or process of computing the correct sequence of the steps to solve the problem. Now we can define the different states in some formal language. That is, for that we can use the predicate logic, or we can use the rules, the series of rules we can use, and a plan then can be seen as a sequence of operations, and we can perform that sequence of operation that transforms the initial state to the goal state, and in this way we can solve the problem. So problem solution is found in that way. So this is comes under planning. So scheduling and game playing are the examples of planning. Now the next field is expert system. Now, AI programs that achieves the expert level competence in solving any type of a problem in any type of a task area by using the body of language or body of knowledge about the particular specific task is called as a knowledge base or expert system. The area of human intellectual behavior to be captured in an expert system is called as a task domain. Now, this task refer to some goal-oriented or problem-solving activity, and the domain refers to the area within which the task is being performed. The example for that is a decision support system, or you can say the next field is machine learning. So machine learning is actually the study of pattern recognition and computational learning theory in artificial intelligence. So the machine learning actually explores the construction and the study of algorithms that can learn from and make the predictions on data, and that algorithms operate by building the model from the example inputs in order to make the data-driven predictions or decisions. So it is closely related to the computational statistics. It is a discipline that also specializes in prediction making. And it is actually strongly tie up with the mathematical optimization because it delivers the methods, theory, and application domains to the field. So it employs, or the machine learning employed in a range of computing the task where designing and programming is there, and rule-based algorithm are not feasible here. The examples are applications which include the spam filtering, the optical character recognition, search engine, and computer vision. The next field is computer vision. Uh, it is actually the field that includes the method of acquiring, then processing, analyzing, and understanding the images. Means high dimensional data from the real world in order to produce the numerical or symbolic information is used. A theme in the development of this field uh, has been duplicating the ability of human vision. So they try to duplicate the ability of human vision. As the human is going to be vision, duplicate it by electronically perceiving and understanding that particular image. So the image understanding is going to be seen here, that is in the form of symbolic information from the image data using the model which is constructed with the aid of geometry, physics or statistics, etc. So this computer vision has also been described as enterprise of automating and integrating a wide range of process and representation for the vision perception. There are a number of examples of it, that is event detection, video tracking, object recognition, then motion estimation, image restoration, etc. The next field is evolutionary computation. So, evolutionary computation is used actually to optimization and search problem solving. Actually, a genetic algorithms is a search heuristics that is used the process of natural selection. This heuristic is used or roughly used for optimization and searching problem, and they belongs to the larger class of evolutionary algorithms which actually generate the solutions to the optimization problems using different techniques which are inspired by the natural evolution, such as inheritance, mutation, selection, crossover, etc. And these genetic algorithms find the applications in informatics, computational science, engineering, economics, chemistry, manufacturing, then mathematics, physics, etc. So these are the different fields of artificial intelligence. Okay. Thank you, students. We'll stop here.